Uh, Welcome back to more Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. We just got done dealing with that gold little shit of a fuzzy and beating away the horde. You could say that we've been beating off fuzzies.
I think you're almost going to talk about like the dust sprites from like Studio Ghibli films.
I actually completely forgot about them, and I don't know why, because fucking Spirited Away is my favorite Ghibli movie.
It's up there for me, but it's like more like third for me than anything. I still remember watching it on Toonami when it first came to Toonami. That was my first exposure to the movie.
I saw it once on Toonami and just had no clue what it really was.
Well, because I do remember when it came out. I was at my grandmother's house. Like it was, the time when Toonami was on, like what 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night, or so. And there it was. It was a movie just called Spirited Away. I remember seeing the commercials for it, and like that was a really good movie. Like then at the same time, I never knew what Ghibli was until I think later down the road.
Well, I mean, Disney probably helped because they actually licensed a good chunk of Ghibli movies for dubs. Although I think one day I'm just gonna make a video ranking every Ghibli movie.
Oh, I can do that. I think the only one I've never seen was the one they made with CGI. So that
I think it was Earwig, some shit like that.
Something like that. Like, and I like the last one I think I watched was The Boy and the Heron when it came to the theaters.
I have yet to watch like a lot of them. Like I watched Ponyo, already mentioned Spirited Away, Secret World of Arrietty.
It feels like the ones it feels like the ones you watched got a theatrical release in the United States.
Well, you can't say that because I've yet to watch The Wind Rises, which I really fucking wanted to, but the fucking movie theater didn't have it because you have to go to the fucking cities for that shit.
Oh yeah, whenever you didn't know, like when you thought like, oh, it's coming to the theaters, you're thinking like, oh, it'll be right your own theater, and you realize like you had to go to a Cinemark theater for that.
People love anime. Bring them to every single fucking theater. Shit. Hell, bring them to the drive-in theaters. Fuck.
Dude, drive-in theaters are a experience. I can say that.
They were fun as a kid. I meant to go to another one with my sister, but
last time I went to one, I think it was in 2018. And it was watched.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, my friends wanted to. Well, like it was either we go watch like The Lion King, and I think it was I forget what the other movie was, or we go watch Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark or Annabelle. And they all wanted to go see that. They wanted to see the second one, so I was like, "Well, I'm gonna take a nap in the car."
Yeah, I was about to say you do not seem like a horror person. So.
Well, the other thing is like I have to drive home at like 2 a.m.
Fair.
So it's best to like just watch one of the movies and then just take a fat nap later during the second one.
Yeah.
Unless the problem was making sure your car did not die, since you had to put your thing on a certain radio station.
Yeah. Ugh.
Though
I remember them in the past, like way before our time, they just had like these speakers that you had to grab.
Oh yeah, that's true. But that was before the radio was more,
mainstream.
Yeah.
And to talk real quick, we got a new party member, but he probably should think about his choice in women, unless he's like Spike Spiegel and loves a woman who could beat him up.
Not just a masochist at this point, really.
Probably.
But yeah, that's literally just a masochist because literally, you see, they just never admit that Spike Spiegel is a masochist because he likes being his ass kicked by women.
Well, no, he's brave enough to admit it.
Oh yeah, fair, he did. Fuck, it's been a while since I watched Cowboy Bebop.
I still have yet to watch it.
That's just fucking dumb.
No. I never watched it. Never watched it.
I mean, not gonna lie, one of my friends like dropped it. I think after episode 6, he thought it was boring as fuck, and I'm just like, dude, what made this boring? He's like, I don't know. I'm like, then you don't have a legitimate reason to drop it.
I mean, it does seem like a slower show, so I wouldn't blame him. But I mean,
But at the same time, it's like you're someone who's like, when people are like so used to everything being like super fast, and then later on people just bitching and like, oh, it's already over already. I'm like, yeah, it is. Shut up.
all right, so we have a bit of a puzzle. Since Koops is a Koopa, you know, he can use his shell to attack. So you can have him spin in place at one port and shoot off to someplace else. A lot of puzzles like that, including this one where you have to hit both sides at the same exact time.
You know, I really miss a lot these days. Movie rental places. I fucking loved going to like Hollywood Video and Movie Gallery when they were still around.
Yeah. But the downside is this, you know,
Returning
modern era.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that especially since a lot of places will screw you over with
rental.
late fees.
Yeah, but like there was always like some magic of going to like a like going there.
I remember the family video was how I fucking experienced a Digimon game for the first time.
I'm trying to remember what I remember from my experiences going to movies. I didn't go to a family video that much. Mine was always Hollywood Video and Movie Gallery.
Real quick, I jumped in the water, obviously on purpose. That's to show if you fall in the water, you take 1 point of damage because of that piranha fish thing. And you can jump in the water you can fall in the water at the very start of the game, but that tutorial fight is programmed to make sure you actually win. So you can't get a game over at the Grotus fight. But welcome to Hooktail's castle. And a new enemy as well.
Is it a? I don't know how. Is it?
Koopa Troopa.
That's when I feel like I was gonna say something with Koopa Troopa inside there, but I was like, it can't be this.
But just like with Paragoombas, as soon as you jump on them, they stop being para, because they will lose their wings. If you jump on them only once, like if you miss the command, they would just fall to the ground. But if you get both hits in, they will be toppled over. So make sure you topple them. I should also explain the badge I got in the previous episode. That multi-bounce badge, that allows you to jump like to the next enemy if you time things right. So you can go you can jump on the first Koopa Troopa, then the next one, then next one. It's not a bad badge, it's just not something I typically use despite having it equipped. And yes, that is me wasting... Actually, no, wait, not me wasting FP because I forgot the Courage shell was used. And since Koops is a Koopa Troopa himself, he has higher defense. So, at times, it may be best to have him out front. Oh. Yeah, I remember as a kid. I know this ain't saying much because, you know, some shit was always harder as a kid. I almost died multiple times in this dungeon.
I mean, when you're playing JRPGs as like a kid, you're just well, also that you don't have the freaking internet.
Yeah.
It's like you figuring out everything on your own was probably the most like difficult thing, especially after going through every retries and revisits. You're like, oh, this is easier now after.
Yeah, but the fuck thing is, it was in this first area.
I mean, that was me with. I mean, that's us with Pokemon really half the time when you're trying to figure out where to go for the next gym badge.
Yeah.
Until you discover cheat codes.
Yeah, if you could actually use the cheat codes.
That's if you even had your parents buy you the cheat codes from like Game Sharks and stuff like that, and Action Replays.
Yeah.
Like, I never owned a Game Shark growing up. I owned the Action Replay because, it was the DS era. Not gonna lie though, that thing was fun, but screwed with your data.
Yeah, because didn't 2 of your Pokemon games get bricked?
Yeah, I bricked 2 of them.
Uh,
like, you...
I thought... Sorry, finish.
Like, yeah, you couldn't even... Like, if you tap that freaking Action Replay with it in, yeah, it froze completely.
Oh,
and
damn.
It bricked my game.
Power Bounce. That's essentially infinite jumping on an enemy. As long as you have good timing. There's a bit of an asterisk on that because the game will cancel out the Power Bounce at specific times because it's a bit of a balancing act. They don't want you to use Mario to kill every single boss. Just like that. But, yeah, I actually thought about buying Game Shark, I think it is, for consoles, because for Mario Party, specifically 4 and 5, they have Bowser minigames, just like 6 and 7.
Yeah.
But it's so fucking rare.
So I'm assuming you want to use the Action Replay to give more Bowser games compared to.
Well, yeah, just to unlock them, because I will never understand. Like, Superstars gets rid of this mechanic, and before people say, "Oh, what about Super?" It's still kind of in Super, because I hate having all the mini games be locked away. When you have a fresh file. And yeah, I think that was every console Mario Party up until Superstars. It was fucking bullshit.
It's just a little bit. Well, then again, like, Mario Party for me is like something I only play maybe once in a while nowadays. If I'm in the mood.
I mean, you say that, and yet look at the channel rerun. We're getting AJ and my friend Noah, especially for Wiggler Wednesday.
Wiggler Wednesday. Oh, fuck. Okay.
Well, as you're thinking, it's time for a mini boss.
Is it Hooktail?
No, I said mini boss, motherfucker. We got 4 dull bones and a red bones. I think the fucker in the middle is called.
They couldn't get any more original with just dull bones, just from dry bones.
Well, it's the weakest variation. That's why. 1 HP to attack, 1 defense.
Wow.
You do fight dry bones. It's a late game enemy. Although, just like in the regular games, it can get back up. That's only in battle, though. Unless you burn it or explode it. But yeah, these 2 sets of enemies right now, that's on screen, yeah, they're the weakest varieties of them. Although I want to say every version of them can build up some help if they're like outnumbered. I really suck at fucking guarding.
I can tell. I see
Yeah, especially since.
Sorry. Well, every time I see guard, I see like one damage done. I'm like, are you trying to guard? Or you try to take damage? I can't tell anymore.
Well, guarding, I want to say, only takes away like 1 point of damage.
Okay.
But since Coop already has 1 defense, he's essentially having 2 defense. And depending on things, guarding is a little awkward, I guess you could say.
Just a teeny bit. Just a teeny bit of.
Well, I would say you'll be able to see it, but you won't. When we get to the pit, there's these 1 spider enemies. You can either attack 3 times or just 1 time, and when they do the 3 times, it's a little hard to actually guard their attacks, especially if they're really close. But hey, look at that, another level up. Fucking love the level up theme. Oh, though I should say once you get to specific levels, the stage you're on will actually change. I thought it was only 3 times, but apparently it's actually 4 times. And that was a fucking shock to me when I was getting the last area recorded. But hey, we defeated the skeletons, so we'll see you guys in the next episode.